All right, we are live. Excellent. Thank you guys for joining us. We are going to be playing a few sessions of Survive This Zombies. I think this might have been the first Bloat game that was made. And I'm trying to go through the anthology in chronological order. I can't honestly remember if this or Dark Places and Demogorgons came out, but I'm pretty sure it was this one. So yeah, we are playing Survive This Zombies. Um, Looking forward to doing this. I've run a couple different scenarios of Survive the Zombies at Origins and Gen Con and other games. It's always a blast. We can play up the tropes and stuff like that. You know, all the great zombie tropes. It's what it's meant to be doing. It can be as serious or as low key, kind of crazy as you want, really. Um, but yeah, it's that's what I love about it. It's just such a great, fun game to play. Uh, the game is very OSR style and old school Renaissance style. Um, so it does have that feel, definitely. Um, if you've played like a red box D&D game, you can play this pretty easily. It's not hard to do at all. Um, so yeah, let's get right into it. So let me pull up the actual book here. I had it here on my screen for a minute and now I've lost it and I got to pull it back up again. Survive this. Go through my Google folders. But yeah, everybody's got their character sheets ready. They got their dice ready. What we're going to do is treat this like a session zero. We're going to roll our characters and everything right here and go right into it and play like a real quick like intro to like get everybody introduced to the Bloat Games zombie world, so to speak. So let me share a screen of what I'm using here. Um, Here we go. So yeah, so that's like the cover. Survive This Zombies. This is the actual second edition of the game um, from Bloat Games. We kind of took some stuff and made it. Um, took some ideas and suggestions from different players and made it into something a little more workable um, that people could use and play and have fun with. But it still has a very OSR kind of feel. Um, Again, this is something that Eric from Bloat Games created, co-created with his lifelong hetero life mate, I guess you want to say, Josh Palmer. They're both just two local guys out of Louisville too that just love playing games, and they decided to start playing games. There's our extra player here, our new player, James. Welcome to the group. We I was just like showing up the different aspects of the game here. What we're going to do, we're going to go start right into character creation. We won't really need to talk about what a role playing game is. We all know what a role playing game is, but this is basically just like what the character sheet is. Like you could literally write this on a regular notebook or something like that, like you would have done in high school, which is what he was kind of aiming for. Um, he has very similar stats to D&D with strength, intelligence, whiz, dex, con, charisma. There is one extra stat called survival that we won't roll for in the book. It asks to roll for, but since we're only playing like three short scenarios, I'm gonna have like a fixed set survival so that no one's gonna be running around with like 18 survival and just influencing every roll. but,
Well,
but
if we can't do that, I'm leaving.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, during a one shot, it's recommended to start them all off with five anyway. So I'm gonna amp that up to like
15.
eight, eight, eight.
15.
Eight, I think is good. Eight is good. Eight is good. Plus, I also, if someone comes up with an amazing idea, I'll throw that in like a Benny. Like you get an extra survival point. If something if you've done something, made an action or something like that that really shows that survival instinct, I will kick that in during the game. So that will be like Benny's. Saving throws are a little different from what you would normally see in like a D&D type game. There's critical death, mental poison, also an infection one because of zombies. There is some class abilities that we'll get into, that once you get up in level, they really don't kick in until you get into second level. Then skills and possessions. So yeah, basically, let's take our 3d6 and we do them old school. We roll 3d6, and you can plot what points you want towards what ability. Like if you rolled a 16 and you want to put that in strength, or you want to put that in dex, it's your choice. But go ahead and just roll up 3d6 for each of the stats: strength, intelligence, wisdom, dexterity, constitution, and charisma. Lots of dice getting chunking around. I like it. I like the sound of dice.
I think I've made a jock.
Nice. Nice.
And he's good looking.
And he's good looking too. Nice. All right. Good looking jock.
And 15 for survival. Got it.
Yeah, no. 9. I said 8, right? I'll give you 9.
By the end of this session, it'll be 12.
I know. You're the worst. You are the worst. Absolutely. I don't know why I keep inviting you to play these games, but yeah.
Because you're desperate for players.
Well, no, it's not really that at all. not that at all. I can literally pick and choose, but you are my bud.
These are maybe the worst stats I've ever rolled in my life.
Perfect. I need someone to die. I need someone.
Well, I mean they're all middling. I have 0 attribute bonuses on each one except for charisma, which is a -1.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. This is interesting. It's very, very cool. So yeah. So plug them in where you like. Strength represents characters to be able to lift heavy items, force open stuck or locked doors to pull themselves up, who may be hanging from something. So yeah, it also gives a bonus to the character, a bonus or negative when attacking and or with a melee weapon. Intelligence is your ability to figure out stuff, basically. Wisdom represents the character's good judgment. Gives the character a bonus or negative on spot and perception checks. Dexterity is your ability to move easily in unsteady terrain. Reflexes when surprised, and the ability to evade during combat. Dexterity modifier gives bonus or negative to the armor class. Ability to hit with a ranged weapon to initiative. Constitution is your overall health and toughness. Adds to your bonus or negative to your hit points. And then charisma is your ability to lead a group, intimidate, or charm another character's appeal to others. So yeah. Then there is the survival, which we'll go ahead and give everyone 9. 9 survival represents a character's in-game ability to reroll a failed attempt on a dice roll at the cost of 1 survival point per reroll. Each failed dice roll can only be rerolled once. So once you've opted to spend that survival point to do the reroll, you have to take the reroll, even if it's worse than your original dice roll. And you cannot
bring up Vigilante City at this point, okay? I'm just saying.
you cannot spend another point to reroll. So yeah, there's no limit as to how many survival points may be spent during gaming session, but as long as it's just 1 per roll. So yeah, so survival points are only recovered at 1 point per gaming session. Also, again, I'm allowing them to come in as bennies. So yeah, use them wisely. Hit points are simply a 2d6 plus the con bonus modifier. If the total rolled is less than 5, then your hit points are 5. Mending wounds, if you're trying to do like first aid or something like that, you get 1d4 back. It's like, you found a first aid kit or something like that. You took some aspirin. Then we get to the saving throws. So once you set up your character's ability scores, has everybody done that? Has everybody got their ability scores pretty much where they want them?
I think so.
See some nodding heads. Okay.
Yeah, but you went before I finish writing them all down.
Yeah.
You went a little fast. What's a 6 for a modifier?
A 6 for a modifier. Ooh.
Oh, it's okay. It's wisdom. It's fine.
It's -1. It's -1. It's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, we're going in a garage filled with chainsaws. That's a good idea. Yeah, let's go do that. It's hiding there.
we won't talk about the gas and oil that's leaked everywhere either.
Exactly. Does that smell like ethanol? No. It's all right. So yeah, these are different saving throws. So you will roll 44 and add your character's Constitution bonus to each of these saving throws. So you'll roll 44 for each of the different saving throws. There's critical injury, death, infection, mental, and poison. So you'll want to roll 44 for each of those, and then add your Constitution bonus to each roll. So yeah, critical injury saves are rolled when the character takes 50% or more damage in a single attack. Like if you got 8 hit points and I hit you for 5, you're going to be making a critical injury roll. If the save is successful, then you're fine, other than the hit point loss. However, if you're unsuccessful, the character loses all bonuses and is -4 die rolls for 12 hours. Like you're messed up.
Are we rolling these in order?
You can put them wherever you like, wherever you think it's going to be. Kind of like the stats. You can put them where you like.
Iron Man. In order.
Yeah. Death saves are rolled when you are taking hit points below 1 hit point. So once I've hit you to 0 or into the negatives, you're basically taken out of action and you're unconscious and cannot take any actions. You're technically not dead. When the fight is over, they are out of danger. A character that is taken out of action can roll on the table floor below and see what happens to them. If they survive, they gain 1d4 hit points. If the character loses the fight or is unable to recover the body of the character, they are lost forever. So yeah, you'll roll on that table if you're at 0 or below after the fight.
Did I do these right? Are you rolling 46 for each saving throw?
44.
Oh, yeah, I did that wrong.
Yeah, 44. So yeah, after you hit 0, you're just KO'd or not. You might be just net KO'd. You may be concussed. You may have some cracked bones. You may be crippled, disfigured. If you roll a 6, you're dead. Roll up new character. So yeah, infection saves are when a survivor is dealt 1 or more points of bite claw damage. If the roll is successful, then you didn't get enough damage to suffer from the bite or claw. However, if it is unsuccessful, then the survivor must immediately make a death save. If the survivor fails her death save and she dies, then she dies and rises as a zombie in 1d4 rounds. So that's how I can start turning certain players in the group. If I start clawing and biting them, then you have to make different saves to see if you get infected and then become a zombie. Mental saves are when the character's willpower is tested or their mind is assailed by a sonic attack. There is ways for that to be done in this game. If the roll is successful, you suffer no ill effects. However, if you fail, you succumb to the full effect or influence of the attack. Like if I've got a character that has mental abilities somehow, it's trying to take over your mind, you get that save to try to go, no. If you fail, then I've got you. You're pretty much doing what I want. Poisons are rolled when a character inhales or ingests poison or any kind of any kind of including those of contaminated food or medicine or gas. So yeah, if you're successful, you're fine. Otherwise, if you fail to poison save, then you succumb to the effects of the poison. Those are listed in the book for each particular type poison. Uh, these are monster NPC throws. I'll just worry about them. We're not really going to worry about random backgrounds. But once we get done with that is pretty much it. That is all we're really concerned about for making the character. Um, so let me know when you've got the saving throws. Oh, wait a minute. I think we still got to do skills.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I keep forgetting if you do skills at first level or second. So yeah, let me get back to that. While I'm doing that, Chris Kingsley, what kind of stats are you looking at there?
Pretty decent. I've got 2 under 10. My strength's 14, intelligence 10. That's the question you're asking, right? Like,
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, strength 14, intelligence 10, wisdom 7, dex 16, con 12, and charisma 8.
Got it. Cool. Chris Walker, what kind of you're looking at? Oh yeah, the normie.
All of my modifiers are zeros except for charisma, which is 1. So I'm looking at a strength 10, intelligence 11, wisdom 9, dexterity 11, constitution 11, charisma 8, and a survival of 9, of course.
Man, I'm sensing a zombie snack happening.
Yeah.
Again, I got that feeling. You never know though. It's always the normies that make it through, right?
Could be.
Exactly.
You know, just how many of these other chumps can you shove in front of you? Mike Norman, what have you got, my man?
Strength 14, intelligence 11, wisdom 17, dex 14, con 11, charisma 8.
Nice. Definitely if we're playing D&D in terms, a not so pretty cleric then. Nice.
Exactly.
a dwarf cleric. You're a dwarf cleric. So yeah. If you go ahead and start practicing up your Scottish accent for us, that'd be great. James, what are you looking at there?
A 15 in strength, hence my jock comment by the time I got to Constitution.
Nice.
But it's then 10, 6, 10, 14, 13, because I'm good looking, because I must be buff. Biff is buff. Oh, I found a name.
Biff.
Biff, there you go.
It's perfect, Biff.
And, you know, then 10 survival. 10 survival.
Not 9 survival. 9 survival.
Yeah, right, 10. Okay.
I know, look at you. You're the worst. You're the worst. You're the absolute worst. Okay, so at first level, everybody gets 4 skills. This is the list of skills that you can pick from. Art and music, basic athletics, botany, brawling, computer skill, cooking, dancing, driving, electronics, horsemanship, intimidation, investigation, knowledge general, language, martial arts, mathematics, mechanics, outdoorsmanship, persuasion, ranged weapons, science, sleight of hand, street, stealth, and street smart, and wrestling. You can only pick 1 fighting skill, so you can only pick brawling or martial arts or wrestling. You can't have
what about
2 or 3
ranged weapons?
Ranged weapons is that's I mean, you can only pick 1 melee skill. But you can pick up brawling and ranged weapons. That's fine. Most of these are pretty self-explanatory, except for the combat ones, I think. Let me scroll through here, and we can see what we got here. Art, music, botany, basic athletics is a good one to kind of look at too. You're trained in basic physical activities and proficient at running, climbing, jumping, and swimming. This also gives you a +1 to your constitution, dex, or strength. So Biff the Jock, if you're wanting to look at something like that, that gives you an extra +1 to all those stats.
I'll take it to strength.
Yeah.
Does a 16 stay +1? Anybody got a 16 or higher?
It only gives you a bonus to 1 of those, right?
Yeah, only to 1.
Okay.
Yeah. Brawling is a fighting physical skill. You're proficient at basic hand-to-hand fighting. You gain +1 to attack, +1 against intimidation attempts, and +1 to armor class. And when they melee, you may only have one fighting skill. Computer skills.
Would that include having like a weapon, like a ball bat or something? Is that
Yeah,
also brawling?
yeah, anything in melee. Yeah. Well, this is basic hand-to-hand fighting, but yeah, I would assume like if you picked up a baseball bat, yeah, you still have the same thing because there's nothing about like other weapons or anything in here. I don't believe. Knowledge general is a strong base of general knowledge. Martial arts is a little different. It gives you more like the ability to get out of danger than to cause damage. You're skilled in martial arts. You get +1 to all saves and a +2 to armor class. You are able to use basic melee weapons. You can choose to not attack in a round and add another 2 to your armor class for that round only. So not only do you get the +2 to your armor class, but if you decide to not attack and just move your ass, you get an additional +2. So that really doesn't let you do any extra damage or anything like that, or make it harder, easier for you to hit things. It's more like get out of danger, kind of a deal, which is handy. Outdoorsmanship, it's basically hunting and fishing, stuff like that. Persuasion, ranged weapons. So you know how to use basic firearms, advanced firearms, and bows without penalty. You get a +1 to all ranged attacks. So like you can pick up a gun and get a +1 to hit with it, or a bow or something like that. You know how to aim. Stealth is ability to move silently. Street smart is how to track information through informal channels. Wrestling, another fighting skill. So you're well trained in the art of grappling. You get a +1 to attack and +1 to armor class. You can try to grab your opponent and immobilize them if they are your size or smaller. This is all basically like character wise. It's not like if he's 6 foot and you're 5 foot, you're still both considered human sized. So yeah, it's still fine. So yeah, if they're your size smaller, roll a melee attack plus strength bonus. If you hit, they are immobilized. If they may try to escape once around using a strength check. You can only have again one fighting skill. Those are the skills. Again, you can have 4. Does everybody have an idea what skills they want, or we need further explanation, or need to go back over any of them again?
I'm good.
Good. Chris Kingsley, you good?
I've got one question about basic athletics. It says, like on the chart, that it corresponds with strength or dex, but in the description it says that it can give you a +1 to constitution as well as dexterity or strength.
Yeah, because you're just healthier.
Okay.
But yeah, basically when you're doing like an athletics roll, I'm looking for like a strength feat or a dexterity feat. I'm not looking for a con feat. Yeah. So that's what you'll be doing when you're actually, actively using this skill.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's either, running or dodging something or climbing something, climbing at something that's going to take either strength or dex, not so much con.
Okay.
But you can get that bonus to your con if you want, just, from exercise, Absolutely. Mike Norman, how are you looking?
Yep. I think I'm pretty solid. Looking at investigation, brawling, ranged weapons, and street smarts.
Look at this. Frog Brothers are coming into town. Nice. Nice. I like it. I like it already. What about Biff? You're good to go. All right. So now we have our characters kind of rolled up. We have an idea of what they can do, stuff like that. So let's kind of go through here and kind of see where our heads are at, like what our character might be, something like that. Again, that's not going to play a whole lot in our first initial game. It's more as we run our further games, is like how you adapt your real life skills into the zombie apocalypse kind of a deal. Right now, we're just throwing you in it. So, Chris Kingsley, what kind of character do you think your character is based on what you've got so far?
I'm thinking like kind of like a ranger type, like Boy Scout, like Eagle Scout maybe.
Okay,
Got like high dex, decent strength. I
cool.
took ranged weapons, stealth, and outdoorsmanship for my other skills.
Yeah, so like a Boy Scout or something like that. Yeah, Eagle Scout. That sounds about right. Yeah, or somebody that does a lot of hunting. If it may be a hunting guide or something like that. If you want to play more of an adult character, that sounds about right. Yeah, absolutely. Chris, what are you looking at? Chris Walker.
I'm actually thinking about a disgraced cop, like a former cop.
Nice,
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
nice, nice. I was there. Where were you? Yeah, exactly. Disgraced former cop.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, as we get into like second level, there's a definitely class that you want to pick up into the first responder class that handles like EMTs, police, and stuff like that. People that are like first on the scene, and it allows you to play, the background skills that you have into more of like using them in apocalypse scenarios. So that's perfect. I like that. So former cop. So probably like just got canned and not really sure what's going on, what they're going to do. Maybe
Yeah,
looking at-
maybe he's counting his lucky stars because he'd rather deal with zombies than internal affairs. You know?
exactly internal affairs. Exactly, be a security guard for UPS or something like
Maybe
that.
I know where the money is.
That's
From the that we've been stealing, and now maybe I'll have a chance to get to it.
nice, exactly. Is it going to be worth anything? Is it just going to be,
For a little while,
for a
probably.
little while? For a little while, we hope. Yeah, exactly. Mike Norman, what are we looking at there?
Well, I was looking at alcoholic former cop turned private investigator.
That's fine too. You guys can both be in on it. You can both be
You're
on
maybe
the
like
yeah.
What's her name?
Of a retired cop.
Yeah, retired cop. Exactly. You could be buddies, and you're trying to talk Chris out of it or something like that. Yeah, that sounds cool. I like it. Again. That again could play like a first responder or something like that as we get up into levels and you look at the actual classes when we hit the second level. So Biff, I think are we playing like high school athlete or college athlete? What are we doing?
Well, from the stats, and the apocalypse has already happened apparently. I'm gonna say like ex-jock, former Marine type thing.
Okay. Well, actually, what I haven't really laid it all. I wanted to kind of be a surprise, but like it's actually just happening. So like we're gonna
Okay, yeah, football player.
yeah, football player. Okay. So yeah, like we're gonna be getting right into it, like right, day one, like Walking Dead, like what the hell is happening, kind of a deal. So yeah, so like you guys are still technically in, or as far as in your current jobs or what have you, and can do that thing. So let's I think we're pretty much. Oh yeah, we're not going to worry about weapons or anything like that, based on what the adventure is going to be. Sorry about that, but that's just the way that's going to be. so we're done with the book for now. So explain to me how all of you would be in a car, like driving into town. Whoever wants to take the lead on that.
Together?
Yeah, like we're all together. We're in one car, like an SUV or something like that, and we're driving into town, like our hometown. Like we've been out on a fishing trip or something like that. Like we're all old fishing buddies or something like that. Give me a story. Yeah, go ahead.
May I suggest that we are the athletic department for either the local college or high school? I am a player who's volunteering time. The drunk is obviously the driver. And the
I
others
gotta
are
get my community service hours.
and the others are assistant coaches, and we're off to buy a parcel of footballs or something.
Nice. Eric from Bloat, like, what's up, victims? So yeah, he's watching. It's great. So actually, that would be perfect. So like, you all are part of like the athletic department or something like that, or work around it, or a couple of you are, a couple of you are just friends.
I'm
You
on
know,
work
whatever.
release.
yeah, friends. But we'll say like you guys are coming back from like a hunting fishing trip, something like that. So there may be some guns in the car. Um, so you guys are coming back from a hunting fishing trip. Actually, um, yeah, this will play well because the setup for the scenario is like you're actually coming into town, and like there was a huge homecoming game that was just done, like the Friday night before, and you're coming back into town like on the Sunday after the homecoming game. Like the bus had left. The bus had left the homecoming game with the students and the stuff on it, and the athletes and the marching band, what have you. But you guys took off separately and spent the weekend like hunting, fishing, stuff like that, and was going to come back into town that Sunday night. So. Like the away game, right after the away game, you're like, "Oh, there's a great lake that we can go do some stuff up at." We're
The Great Lake, I can toss some heavily weighted bags full of cash into.
some metal boxes.
Yeah.
Some metal boxes. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's totally
Yeah.
fine, right?
Dude,
Yeah.
every year you lose your tackle. Why do you do that,
Yeah.
man? that's throwing money away.
Yeah.
Who
Here's
keeps
a shovel for you, a shovel for you.
how's this white powder always show up in the bottom of my car? I don't understand. What is this, frosting? Because you guys got donuts. Who's got donuts?
Must be
Yeah.
a salt. Must be a salt lake.
Rory and Eric's, everybody coming in on the chat. So glad, O'Neill, Eric. So glad to see them in the chat. Excellent. So basically, yeah, like that's what happened. Like you guys coached the game, or your friends are the guys who coached the game, like James here, and watch them, head off back into your hometown. You guys like, we're gonna go celebrate by hunting and fishing, and you arrive like that Sunday, like a couple days later. So you're in like, let's say, Biff's Land Rover because he's a douche. He drives a Land Rover.
That did not
Not
sound
to
like you were
alienate
making
any
fun of
Land
my
Rover
character.
drivers
I'm
out
just saying.
Yeah.
not to alienate any Land Rover owners out there.
No.
Yes, he
Yeah.
was. Yes, he
Yeah.
was. Don't let him off the hook.
Okay. You know what? I only slam them because I want one so badly, and I'm poor and can't afford one. And so that's what I'll go with. I can get an older model. I'll look for an older model. But yeah,
In 20 years, they're for you.
exactly. It's just slightly antique. It's slightly antique. Nice. So yeah, you guys are all riding back in on in James's Biff Buckner's Land Rover. Coming into town, it is a small town, probably like 10,000 or so at most in the town. And again, not small city, big town kind of a deal. Uh, so a lot of like a neighboring city to like a bigger city. Kind of like what I kind of grew up in Elizabethtown, just outside of Louisville. Grew up in that area, kind of like that. Kind of like the midway between the big city and the more rural area. So you're riding in. Your guys just won the championship. The state championship. So you're excited. To come back and say hey again to the people who are at the game. You got we're cruising in like at around, I don't know, 2 in the afternoon. Like you guys took your time packing up and driving back and stuff like that. So you got like maybe you guys will be having dinner with a couple of the players or the other coaches or stuff like that. It's kind of like what you're looking forward to. But other than that, you're just kind of going to be worried about unpacking, getting everything set, and then being back in class or your regular job on Monday. So you're driving into town, and it's kind of weird. You're not seeing any traffic on the roads. Like all the cars are just kind of in parking lots or stopped over and stuff like that. There's a few like accidents that you go by that look bad, like off the side of the road. that you look like nobody's there. It's really, really strange. And you're not, it's a small town. Not a lot of people usually are out and about anyway. It's that kind of an insular sort of a community. But it does seem awfully quiet. Like you're driving through town and it's just really weird. Um, all of a sudden, like boom, a rattle, like a really large clang, and like a rattling kind of a sound, kind of comes from Biff's Land Rover, and it's making and like engine lights and stuff like that are coming on. Check engine, kind of like what you've been dealing with last week, James. But anyway.
You may go to hell.
we've been talking about his trials and travails trying to get ready for Origins, and he's got his vehicle together. It was giving him some trouble. We were worried, but we're good. We're good. He's on his way back to Origins with us next week to run some great games. But yeah, so yeah, it's really like the whole car's like stuttering and stopping and stuttering and stopping. It's jerking.
Who's driving?
I will say James is. It's his car.
Yeah, the skill I didn't take.
That's fine. I only make people roll it when you need to do something drastic, like now. So yeah, roll 20. Add your dex or your intellect bonus. Show me, either which one you want to use.
Oh, gee, a 0 or 0. I think I'll take the 0.
Okay.
But I did get a 16 on the die.
16. So you get it pulled off the side of the road, like up on a shoulder. You're kind of like in, like a shopping area, kind of a deal. You kind of just pull it off the road. You can't quite get it into the parking lot. It just kind of dies right before you can turn in to the parking lot. So you're looking at, it's a big shopping mall kind of a deal. It's like there's like a Kroger's, grocery store, shoe outlet, that kind of a deal. You're just looking around and there's like, if you look like about like another block or two down, there's a couple of your local service stations, like a Thornton's or Speedway or something like that. But yeah, you're basically just kind of pulled over in town, like smoke and stuff is kind of coming up from underneath the hood. It's not a good situation. You're not feeling good about it at all.
Yeah, well, mommy, daddy, all that sort of thing. So, first thing I do is call roadside assistance.
Okay. So you're picking up your phone, calling roadside assistance, and you're not getting any coverage in this area. You're getting no bars on your phone.
Now I'm pissed.
And if everybody else looks at their phone, yeah, they're also getting no bars on their phone.
Okay.
Well, this is odd.
Yeah, it's not just his phone, and he's got T-Mobile. A couple of you got Verizon, so it's not like just the one.
Whose character is the oldest here?
He did say he was retired, Bill Highland. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go with him.
Okay, so how's your knee? Because we're gonna walk down to the service station.
Well, you know what? Someone should stay with the vehicle, I think. So, but
It's like, all right, cool. You gonna sit inside or are you gonna lean on it?
well, I think I'll lean on it.
Maybe Bill can steer and we can push.
I mean, you don't mind if I smoke in here, right?
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
it's like
Bill, why don't you push while I put the key back in the ignition?
What?
Yeah.
You want me to push? You just told me my
with,
knee.
with,
I
with
gotta
everybody
make-
else, because it's Mom's car. She hates cigarette smoke, Bill.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
been having to roll the window down.
I'll steer. I'll put it in neutral. I'll steer, and you guys can push.
For those of you under 40, this is the signal for rolling the window down. Yeah, those of you under 30, even they're like, what the hell is Matt doing? He's rolling the window down. But
Don't confuse it with that other hand signal, okay?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna say it's like early fall.
Yeah, I got my Letterman jacket.
Exactly. It's totally not the time to homecoming games would be happening. But yeah, we're gonna say it's like early October, something like that. So yeah, um, so yeah, you guys have got that. It's not bad. It's like in the 70s here, during the day, and we'll say it's you guys are in town like about 3 o'clock.
Okay, so
Don't
Yeah,
worry,
I guess
won't
we'll
crash
push.
it into anything.
Well, there's nothing on the road right now, so I believe you.
Right. And even though my license is suspended, nobody will know.
No.
It only matters if the engine's running.
Exactly.
Yeah, those are
Exact-
for motor vehicles. This now officially constitutes as a sled.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. Nice.
Okay, so let's take the 3-ton skateboard and push it the quarter mile down the road.
Exactly. So are you trying to push it into like the Thorntons or what have you?
We're
Yeah.
trying to push it into the service station
Yeah.
because
Oh,
apparently we can't get a tow truck.
yeah. Nobody can call a tow truck or anything like that. Okay, so like the closest like AutoZone or anything like that is probably like a mile away.
You just said they were right down the road, man. We could see them.
The confusion of terminology. We're going to the gas station.
You're going to the gas station.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Thorntons.
I said there was like a Thorntons or Speedway just down the block. But the AutoZone, yeah, it's further out.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
in that case, we're not going to the gas station because I don't need a bag of chips. I need something to fix my car.
Right, but they'll
We'll
have
just
a
pull it into
landline.
the parking lot we're at.
They'll have a landline.
Yeah, they will. Yeah.
So will the grocery store.
That's true. You guys got options here. You guys can go down to the Thorntons or the Speedway, or you can run into the
Yeah,
Kroger's.
I could use a bag of oranges too if we're going into the grocery store. Could you get me a bag of oranges?
Just could get some orange slices. You gotten addicted to the orange slices, hanging out at the games with them. You're like, man, them orange slices are good, dude. I see why they keep having them now. Nice.
Okay. Grocery store it is. Let's.
Yeah, so we shove it into that parking lot.
Yeah, you can do that.
Not
Basically,
deep.
it's not pretty. You're like in the first slot that you can get it into,
Right.
which is way in the back of the parking lot, from the store. But yeah, so you're there.
And then
You-
we walk up to the...
Walk up to the grocery store. So the first thing you notice is like, again, it's very
Lock
quiet.
the car. I don't want anybody to steal it. I want to make sure
Oh,
I
yeah.
find it when I come back.
Yeah,
Yeah, those roving gangs of car thieves with rollback wreckers.
exactly.
Don't laugh. I saw it
Exactly.
in NCIS episode once.
Everybody remember where we parked, right? Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. So
It's the one with the school colors flag on the whip antenna.
nice, true, nice. So yeah, first thing you notice again, there's nobody like walking in or out of the store, and like the doors of the store are like doing this. They're like opening and closing, like they can't make up their mind whether they want to stay open or stay closed. They're just
So nothing works today.
exactly. Exactly.
Well, I hold them open.
Okay. So yeah, once you actually get close to them, like they stay open. They open up.
Then I go through them.
There you go. Excellent. So the first thing you notice when you come into the store, it's like a grocery store. There's like, 15, checkout lanes. Only 2 of them have their light on. Nobody's there at the checkout. There's a weird kind of a smell, like the meat department has left some meat out, like the discount meat out too long. Through the store, but it's kind of permeating the store, and it's again really quiet.
My
You're
mother
not seeing
drives a
people walking
Land
around.
Rover. What store do you shop at?
That you got to get this bad meat. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah. So that's kind of what's happening here.
I kind
Is,
of look around for the customer service desk.
Okay.
Kroger's still have those.
Yeah. Yeah, they still do.
You
It's
just got to
really
get past
rare.
the barbed wire
They got
because
the
they hate
little.
customers.
They got the little. They do have like the little cattle thing, the little ribbon thing, the
Yeah.
bastion. So yeah, they do have that. So like yeah, so you're walking up towards it there, and nobody seems to be at the desk, at the customer service desk, and you're like, oh great, they
there a
must be
bell?
off today. There's a bell. There's a bell.
Ding.
Ding. And you're hearing like something in the back, like a cart or something, get banged around once you hit that bell, like a cart further on in the back of the store, just kind of like hit the aisle or something. Had it's got that metallic kind of clang, You're like, oh, well, somebody's back there, like towards the back of the store.
Hmm.
Can I see the phone from the customer side?
Yeah, it's like a little business type, office
Desk
phone.
I
Desk
grab
phone.
it, turn it. Please say it's
No-
not rotary. I wouldn't know how
no-
to work it.
Yeah, it's got exactly. It does have the actual buttons on it, but yeah, you pick it up and there's nothing, no dial tone, no nothing.
Hit the button thing like I saw in an old movie once. I think
Exactly.
it was from the 90s.
Click the receiver button, and yeah, you're. I mean, nothing. There's no dial tone, no nothing.
Is there a power outage today?
There is lights on in the store. The lights are on. But yeah, it does seem weird.
Is this
Probably
like a
a-
solar flare?
Backup generator or
I
something.
cast my eyes around. Do I see a customer anywhere? Like
And that's the
anybody
thing, like you're not seeing anybody in the store. You did hear a noise in the back, so somebody's back there. But like up here towards the front of the store, you're not seeing anyone. And there is like it's really weird. Like you keep looking around, like around some of the like the end caps of the aisles, like some of those like the stacks of soups or sodas and stuff. Like a couple of them are like knocked down and scattered everywhere. So you have no idea what the hell is going on. It's really weird.
Hey, Bill. There's nobody around. Go get your oranges.
I'm thinking oranges and a little more medicinal.
Oh well, that's at the liquor barn next door. Yeah,
Oh.
that's the liquor barn. We actually have them here. It's what they call them, the liquor barn. we only sell
There's not an aisle in Kroger's for that.
no. Some Krogers they actually have like a liquor store up in front, and they do sell beer inside of them. At least here in Kentucky. But no, if you want to get like usually like hard liquor, you have to go to a liquor store for that.
Now, I just want to tell you that the CVS in Paducah, Kentucky had a liquor aisle.
CVS does. Yeah, CVS and the drugstores like that. It's weird. Walgreens doesn't, but CVS does. So you can get your Hennessy at the CVS, but you're shit out of luck if you want to get it at Walgreens. Yeah, it's not happening.
Well, I'm going to go find my orange slices.
Get your orange slices. That's fair. All right, so you're going around towards the right, towards where the produce is. You shopped here plenty of times where you know exactly where everything is.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then once you're getting towards everything there, like if you look further down from like the production from the produce area, and there's some stuff that's kind of like sitting out here and like starting to go bad. Like some of the bananas, like bananas go bad pretty quick.
Yeah.
So those have been changed out. It's been like 2 or 3 days, since you've been in town. And like some of them are starting to go brown, and you're like, well, that's that's not right. But if you look back towards the back, like where like the deli and like the meat department is, like in the back of the store, you can see it from the produce section. Like there's this one like big guy with like a plaid like shirt, jeans, and he's like bent over like the meat counter. He's like shoving stuff around. You see the back of him. You can't see the front.
He's behind the counter?
No, he's in front of like the meat display where they display the meat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I go up and I'll tap him on the back.
So you go up to tap him on the back,
Yeah.
and you turn around and you recognize him. He's Greg. He's one of the he's one of like the teachers at the school. We'll say he's the the algebra teacher, one of the algebra teachers. He turns around, and his eyes are like completely glazed over with like a milky kind of white film. He's got like blood all over his mouth, where he's been shoving like meat, the raw meat, into his mouth. But now his body is like the shirt is ripped open in the front, and his insides down through like underneath his chest is kind of like in tatters, like his guts are like strung out all over the front of him, and like chunks of meat are like pouring out from from where he's been shoving it in, and it's kind of going through and just kind of hitting the floor in big wet blops, and you're noticing that.
I am noticing that. I'm not liking it.
No, sir, I don't like it. No.
Yes. Guys.
Greg's IBS has gotten out of control.
Right.
Yes.
And get that diverticulitis going, man.
Yeah.
Something's not right here.
I was about to look at the phone up by the customer service desk where I'm still standing and see if it has that intercom button.
Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, that's kind of what you saw. This is what you see. That's what he would have seen from the back. It's like this guy's just shoving meat into his face, and see kind of like plopping down in front of him. So you're like, and he's like lumbering towards you like fresh meat, and he's lumbering towards you.
I can't remember who the artist is, but I love the pocket comb.
I know, right? We're just kind of stuck right in there. Yeah.
Greg likes to keep it high and tight.
Exactly. The high and tight. That's what I call it.
Well, I think I'll pick up the phone and push the intercom button and say, "Can I get a customer service person to the desk?
Yeah, clean up in the meat aisle.
Anybody here?"
And once you say that, you're hearing a lot of movement around in the store.
Oh, good.
Like, a lot of shuffling and a lot of like stuff getting knocked off shelves. You know.
Yeah, I have a 9 wisdom, so
of course. Like, can I get kind of speak to your manager, please?
Right.
Is basically what we're
this
playing
is ridiculous.
right now. I need to speak to the manager.
Yeah.
Where the hell is Michael, the manager? Exactly. Greg is like, and like, you know, chunks of like raw steak and stuff is just like falling out of his mouth. But he's reaching for you, Bill. He's going to attack.
No.
Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it right now.
No, I'm out of here.
Beat him with the sack of oranges.
So he lumbers forward. And you know, I'm not sure what your armor class is, but I'm thinking it's better than a 7, which is basically what I rolled. Armor class again is in this is basically your dex bonus. You'll get more as you pick up armor and stuff like that. We'll give you like an actual bonus to your armor class, but right now it's your dex bonus plus 10.
Plus 10. Okay.
Yeah, your dex bonus plus 10. So if you got
AC's 11.
Yeah, exactly. Your AC is 11. This is your 0 level, dude. It's technically first level in the game, but treat yourselves as pretty much 0 level, and how fragile you are.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, with my bag of
oranges.
My bag of oranges.
Like individually or like
just the whole bag. I mean, the whole bag might do some damage.
Just my red onion netting oranges.
Nice. Now, you know, a good mobster will tell you that will really do a lot of damage and not break any bones.
If you use them in a hotel towel, it won't work if you just use the netting. You'll leave marks.
That netting's gonna break.
That so alarms me that you have that right there. And that just a little red flag just kind of pops up. I'm really going to regret us being roommates again at Origins. But anyway.
As long as we have hotel towels, you're fine.
We're fine. Don't run out of any damn towels. So he like lumbers for you, and you kind of, you know, skitter out of the way. He's like, ugh. He's like moving really, really slow. He's like turns around towards you, and he comes back out towards you again What are you doing, Bill? Are you going to try to swing at him or get out?
No, I'm running.
You're running. So you're running towards the front of the score. You're running towards the front of the
Yes.
score, and you cover the distance, no problem. And
Yeah.
so what are you saying, Bill? When you get up towards the front, everybody's basically kind of still up there, I think.
I'm like,
I'm like hanging the phone back up.
Yeah.
Greg, it's he's spilled his guts. I mean, he's rotting. The meat everywhere. It's him. The smell. It's he's rotting.
Junior, we haven't established what you're doing. What are you doing, Junior? I forgot to.
I've kind of just been like sneaking like along the end caps, kind of looking up, still not too far away from everyone else at like the customer service desk, but kind of just trying to.
So as you're like going down, like from the cash registers, like going down the end caps, and you start to see these people that you see around town all the time, kind of like slow walking, like, and they're running into carts. Some of them are like can't get past the carts, like they're banging into the carts, and kind of doing like they're like trapped behind them or something like that.
And for some of them, this is odd behavior.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like, wow, did the meth lab blow up, Jimmy? Is that what happened?
Could I be taking like a shopping cart after I notice them and start filling it with those knocked over soup cans? I just want to be scooping a bunch of soup cans in there and just run around.
All right, just one armful, because if you get a full cart of soup cans, it's going to take all of us to push it.
I look at Bill and I say, "Hey, were you on those oranges because your blood sugar's low or something?"
Exactly.
No, it's they're coming around. He's coming.
I look around behind Bill.
And if you're looking, and here comes Greg.
I lean into Mark. Is that the DTs? Is that what they look like?
And there are a few others that are actually coming down through the aisles. Opposite aisles from where Junior is, but they're all starting to come out. Yeah.
I quickly glance around for an improvised weapon, and the first thing that came to my mind is, you know how sometimes they have a fire extinguisher hooked onto one of the metal poles in the store?
Yeah.
With like a spill kit next to it.
Yeah.
That was my first thought. Like maybe a fire extinguisher.
There would be a fire extinguisher around. Yeah.
Okay. I go over,
especially up front. Yeah.
I go over to a nearby pole and I heft the fire extinguisher off of it, and I start going over to Greg. I'm not even going to bother talking to Greg. Greg's got hamburger meat falling out of a shotgun hole in his stomach, so.
Exactly. Yeah, it's really ugly looking.
Yeah.
So are you going up to him? Are you going to go try to beat him?
Yeah.
Oh, be careful.
Meanwhile, Junior's like, chunky soup for everyone.
Yeah.
Chunky vegetable meat. So make your attack. It's a roll 20, add your strength bonus plus any skill modifiers that you got.
So I have brawling. What does that give me? A +1?
+1 on the melee. Yeah.
Okay. That's an 11.
An 11.
I'm hoping Greg's dex is not any good.
Oh well, they are zombies, so they are. They're not. There's not a lot to them here, really.
Oh, it's a 12 with my +1. Sorry, 12.
Nice. And
I just kind of like holding it on the nozzle end, and then the blunt end, I'm just like overhead.
Yeah, like hitting him with the bottom end of it. Nice. Yeah. So you connect. Roll me, God, like fire extinguisher is like what, about 15 pounds, something like that. Yeah, somewhere around that. I want to say around that, easy. Roll me a D8 plus any strength bonus that you got.
So
it's like a heavy club.
That'd be 5, sir.
5, and so you were swinging. You're swinging for him. So So 5. You beat him like right across the head, and down he goes. Splatters across the ground, like his brain just kind of smashes up against the rest of like the tomatoes and gets mixed in like with the tomatoes in there. So
I just stand there. I take a few long blinks. And I've still got the thing over my head, and I'm like, I didn't expect his head to burst like a like a rotten fruit.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think you killed him, Mark.
I
Split him open like a melon.
I think he was already dead.
And then
His
like
guts
you're
are hanging out.
and then you're hearing like the groans from the others in the store, like they're coming out of like the end caps towards the front. There's one probably about, I want to say, like 6 feet from Junior there, coming out of like the next aisle. I'm not sure exactly where Biff is at.
I'm still by the service desk.
Yeah, so there's still
I'm
good distance
looking
there.
around and I'm desperately looking for an adult to explain to me what the is going on.
We got to hit the liquor mart before we go.
Mommy. Mommy. So yeah, Junior, like you got the cart and like coming around like one of the end caps is like real frail old Miss Parker. She's like one of the the church elders. Taught you Bible school when you're growing up in Bible school. Taught you Bible school lessons. Was really disappointed in playing all those games, those Satan games, the Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. Really disappointed in you in that.
Yeah.
But was hoping that she could turn you away from that. Not so much. Well, look what happened to Miss Parker. She's like one eye pulling out, kind of like an envision, like a really wizened old, kind of like Aunt May, like old Aunt May, not hot Marissa Tomei Aunt May, old Aunt May. And she's like, she's coming around, she's like, just barely getting out anything of her voice. But yeah, she's coming around like really creepily. What are you doing, Junior? You're about 6 feet away from her. You got the cart in between you, or you can just book it.
I feel like I'm pretty freaked out by this whole thing.
Yeah.
Probably gonna reach in the cart and grab a soup can.
It's a chunky soup can, so
Yeah.
It's bigger than your average like Campbell's soup can.
I'm gonna say, because of the Bible reference here, I'm gonna say, let he without sin cast the first can, and just launch it and rail her in the head with a soup can.
I'm gonna give you +1 on that throw just because you got inspired. So make me a ranged attack if you got a ranged bonus, a ranged weapon.
I think I do have the ranged weapon, so I add my dex, and then is that plus?
+1.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give you another +1 because that was just very cinematic and cool.
I think that's +4 total then. That's gonna be a 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sails right past her, man.
Beautiful.
Yeah, sails right past her.
All right.
And there went the holy Campbell's can of Antioch.
Exactly. There it went. But yeah, she's coming up closer to you now. She's gotten within range to make a lunging grab. So that's what I'm going to do.
All right.
I have hit a 12. Is that same or better than your armor class?
My AC is 12, so.
So I've hit you.
Yep.
Okay, so she's grabbed you, and she's going to do like a tearing attack. She's basically got her clawed hands and just trying to rake down the front of you. So let me do that. So she's only done like 3 points of damage. Like she's caused like some pretty serious gashes, like through your shirt and stuff like that, and into your skin. So yeah, now I need us to do that infection roll. Make me an infection save, please.
All right. What do I roll for that?
You should be whatever that save is. You're trying to roll under that infection save
On a 20.
On a 20.
Rolled over.
Oh no!
It wasn't Mark.
Oh no! So yeah, so you got this mean gash through front of you, and like some blood and stuff's oozing out, and you're like, well, that's not right. That's not good at all. Do you want to stay and engage with her, or are you going to try to spin your heels and run out of there?
I think I want to get away from her.
Yeah, she's got the wrath of the Lord or something after you or something. We don't know what's going on, but yeah, she's just like that and just like rake down the front of your your chest, and all of a sudden you're not feeling right. It's like blood loss hit you that quick. You don't know. It's weird. So yeah, nice, perfect. Um, so you're terrassing out. Are you like just running out of the front of the store, or are you running towards the guys? What are you doing?
I think I'm gonna run over to Biff at the service counter and just like jump over it.
Where Biff and them is,
Yeah.
Biff and Chris, I think would be walking. Would be not too far from there. He just basically ran over there. You're just a few steps away over there at the produce section. It's over there close to the service desk. So so you guys are all there back together in like a in the same general area. And yeah, they're all you're seeing like about 6 of these creatures coming out of the aisles and stuff like that. Like she's coming forward. There's like 5 others, some that you recognize, some that you don't recognize. Shambling, doing that that George Romero classic zombie kind of stuff.
So we're all kind of like back huddled in one area. I'm like,
yeah, you're really close to the front door though, honestly.
Hey guys, can we leave? Can we leave? Hey
Hey
guys, can we leave? These people ain't right.
I
Can
think
we
we
leave?
should get while the getting is good. I
Yeah.
mean, we don't want to get trapped in here.
a Chuck.
I lead the
Bill-
way bravely.
Bill still have his oranges.
Yeah, I'm going to leave some money on the counter.
Slap a $5 on the counter. Nice. There you go. All right. So you got a bag of orange.
Yeah, good. We're gonna need those.
You got a bag of oranges. I think we left the Carter Chunky soup. He just left it. And he's like, we're gone. So we got a bag of oranges to our credit. So we're back out.
You should have grabbed ramen. It's later.
I know, right? Shoved it in some pockets and stuff like that. Nice. So now you guys are out in the parking lot. There are like about, I want to say like 10, 15 cars in here, out here in the parking lot.
Are any of them like wrecked or like with the door open, like abandoned, like their drivers got out or anything like that? What I'm looking for here is like a car with the keys in it, or
Yeah.
You still have the fire extinguisher?
I do.
If you want to burn a survival point, I will say that there is a car out there.
Sweet, I'll do that.
All right.
Or
So-
smash a window.
Yeah.
Well, but I
Burn-
need the keys. You
You
know,
need the keys. Yeah.
Like, I can't hotwire. I don't know if any of you guys can.
Yeah, so there is a car out there. It's like a Honda Accord 2-door. So it's gonna be really tight for 4 grown men. It's a Honda Accord.
Shotgun.
It's like a 2002 Honda Accord. It's still got the spoiler in the back, the white spoiler. It's a white one with the spoiler. But yeah, it's there. It's like the door is open. Yeah.
Okay, I'll run over to that car and I'm gonna pop the trunk.
Yeah.
And open up the trunk and rifle through it. I'm looking for like weapons.
Tire irons, that sort of thing.
Yeah, there's that. There's like tire iron. Just trying to see who would be in here. There's like, it looks like a woman's car. Maybe went to the gym a lot. There's like a gym bag in here with like resistance weights. Not the dumbbells, but the one. What am I talking about? Looks like the
kettlebell.
Kettlebell. That's what I wanted to say.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
there's like a 10-pound kettlebell in here.
Nice.
A few things like that. Yeah, tire iron, jack.
Okay.
The ones that you turn around.
Mhm.
That's the other motion that you make kids when you're doing not this
Right.
kind of a jack. It's this
Right.
kind of a jack.
Right.
the spin around one. So yeah.
So I'll get that tire iron out and I'll kind of.
I'll check the glove box for the mace.
Oh, good idea. Yeah, there is a can of mace. Yeah. there is a can of mace.
That way I can at least season the zombies with pepper sauce.
Nice. Yeah, exactly. Get down. But yeah, there's that. But yeah, as you guys are going out and rifling through the car, like a couple of them are coming out of the store and they're like, yeah. There's like, of course the
Here, Mark, just shove me in the trunk.
church lady is first coming out, followed closely by a couple others, and they're doing like a slow shoveling, like a fast jog is going to outpace these guys.
Cool, no problem. While the guys are getting in the back seats and so forth, so that Mark and I can have driver and check on, I'm going to take a shopping cart and sort of zip it at them.
Zip it out of nice.
And hopefully I don't have the one with the janky wheel that takes it off to the left somewhere.
I hate those. God, and
I got the one with the janky wheel that zips it off to the left somewhere.
Is that what you rolled?
I rolled a 4.
Yeah. So it goes straight for like 6 feet and then goes way left.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I bust somebody's headlight.
But it does make them stop because they see the motion and they're just like, they're trying to determine if it's moving on its own or not. Yeah.
Hey, Matt, did we have any good stuff in the car? I mean, I know we just came back from a hunting/fishing trip.
Yeah.
And I'd like to think I probably keep a throwaway with the serial numbers filed off or something being
taped up handle.
Yeah.
Taped up handle.
Yeah.
What? Why would you have that on a fishing pole?
No, not on a fishing pole, on a fishing trip.
Just on the trip. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a taped up handle on his fishing rod.
Yeah.
We don't ask.
Yeah.
Taped up.
And he always loses his tackle. I don't understand.
You're out there, all of a sudden you hear a sploosh. He's looking around. What? This is so horrible.
My retirement plan.
Nice.
My 401 lake.
So yeah. So yeah, you can like drive up to that car, to your truck real quick, which is like at the end of the parking lot. And I'm gonna say you guys have got time to grab like one weapon. You tell me what that weapon is, starting with Chris Walker, and we'll go back around to Junior. Chris Walker, what are you grabbing out?
I'm gonna grab my pistol. We'll say
Okay.
like a Glock 19 standard
Nice.
issue.
Yeah, Glock 19, in your box of rounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it? Is it like 50 or?
We'll just say I have. Well, it's 14 plus 1
In the gun.
Yeah, but let's say I have just like the magazine in the gun and then like 2 extras. And
Okay, 2 extra clips, so you don't have a box ammo.
Right.
Okay, nice. Bill Highland, what do you got?
I got my trusty 357.
Ooh, old man's gun.
With a speed round.
Nice. Speed loader.
Yeah.
Nice. Old man's gun. Wheel gun. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. We can play that later with Junior.
I don't need 40 rounds to get it done with.
Nice. We played it. We can play guess which one real quick with Junior here in a minute. But Biff, what do you grab out of the
I'm a letter sweater jock. I pull out a ball bat. Gotta have a
Perfect.
ball bat in the back of the car.
Perfect. Of course you got a ball bat. Yeah, because you teach softball too. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, ball bat. Nice. Is it aluminum or wood?
We'll go aluminum. Do the whole Kangaskhan on a skateboard.
Wow.
Forget to choke up. Got to choke
Plus
up.
that sound is really satisfying.
Ting!
off of aluminum.
A ting.
Yeah.
That is a nice sound, right? I
My
you get
name is Mud.
you get that thwack out of the wood bat. So yeah, that ting is just yeah, that sounds sweet. So Junior, what are you grabbing out of the car? Yeah, Land Rover.
Like a bow and some arrows.
Nice. So like a compound bow?
Yeah.
Nice. So compound bow, we'll say there's like 8 arrows. It's like the little quiver that goes along the side of the bow. Yeah. It's kind of bolted into the bow. Yeah,
But it's Dukes of Hazzardy, so there's a stick of dynamite on each
There's a
arrow.
stick of dynamite. Of course there is.
Sure,
Of course there is. He will try to talk you into the worst stuff. He really will. Yeah, exactly. Because I don't think anybody picked up on an explosive skill. So I don't even think. Oh, sorry. Biff learned explosives. Okay, is that how you fish?
Someone tosses tackle boxes, another person tosses something else.
Boom! Just wait for them all to float up. Nice. So yeah. So okay, excellent. So we're all grabbing items and stuff. So yeah, like they're coming up the parking lot, and now you're noticing like some few other groans around as they're like groaning. They're the others in the parking lot are doing their zombie, and so you're hearing like some answering groans in other places, like across the street. At like the shoe sensation or something like that. The Chinese place or what have you. You're hearing like some answering groans, and so yeah, they're starting to pop out around you, and now all of a sudden, like from like the next intersection, coming up, like the next block, you see like three people that are just sprinting, just like going
Yeah. But towards
tilt
us
right
or
at-
away?
towards you.
Oh God, there's fast ones.
They're like picking them up and putting them down. Like they are closing the distance quick. Yeah.
I run back to the Honda.
Run back to the Honda. Okay, so you run back to the Honda.
We should be taking the Honda and like moving.
Gotcha. So who's driving? Did we establish who was driving? Was it Mark?
I have driving as a skill.
Then we'll
I was
say you're
gonna-
driving.
I
Nice.
was going to hop on that.
Nice. So yeah. So you pull it. It's a 5-speed. So you're like, oh, nice. So yeah. So you got the the clutch is a little spongy, but it's old. What are you gonna do? So you're getting getting to start up and stuff like that. And of course, it's the classic horror trope. It's not wanting to and you're watching, and these things are getting closer, and they're like, and they're like pieces of flesh are like flayed away from their face, and they're like just like it's like Iggy Pop, like three Iggy Pops are just like bolting towards you.
At the games, I have cheerleaders, so I realized that I can really help by turning to Mark from the shotgun seat and shouting at him, "What are you doing? Start the car!"
Nice. Make me your driving skill, Mark. Something's not right. You don't know what's going on. You can't get the car to start. Make me your driving skill.
All right.
You don't know why you turned it off, but because it's appropriate for the GM.
So again, it's just a +1, right?
Yeah, +1 plus. We'll say if you have. Oh yeah, you don't have any bonuses. So yeah, so
Okay.
it's +1.
So that's 14.
Nice. So yeah, you finally realize that you don't have the clutch down enough all the way to engage, and yeah, you kick back in and you turn the key out, just as like the William Shatner hood jump onto the car, just like and just like jumps right onto the hood. So you're like peeling through this parking lot with thing like like
I'm
hanging.
going cash action here.
Yeah, exactly. Just kind of hanging onto the top of the car, like, and it's like looking into the windshield at you all. So what are we doing? 2 or 3 of the other 2 were like trying to grab you, but you peeled out before they can close the distance.
I'm like, whose house are we going to?
Well, you still got this one on the hood.
Okay.
On the roof.
Well, I'm saying that while I'm like trying to like whip this POS.
Make me a driving skill to try to get him off
Okay.
the car.
Phrasing.
The car.
That's only a 9.
9. So yeah, he's hanging on tight. Like you
okay.
can't see well.
Power button, the window down.
Yeah.
Okay. Baseball bat.
It's gonna be awkward. Yeah, go ahead.
No. It's gonna be awkward. I have martial arts.
You are righty though, so you're in the right position. So yeah.
Yeah.
Just make me a regular attack. Yeah.
So strength and martial arts.
Well, you don't have any bonus for martial arts to attack.
Oh, that's right. That's all saves. All right.
Yeah.
So strength.
Yeah.
That's a 14.
14. So yeah, you do smack it with that bat. Like you ting. Everybody's like, oh, nice sound. Yeah. Everybody inside's like.
Yeah, we heard that ting over our screaming. It was amazing.
Ting.
What's a bat do?
Treat it as a club. I'm gonna go with because it wasn't as heavy as the fire extinguisher. I'm gonna go with D6 +1.
And I add my strength to that.
Yes.
Okay. So that's going to be 4, 5, 6.
6. All right. So yeah, you smashed it pretty good. Like part of its like its ear and stuff came off, like side of its face, and like one of its eyes popped out on like on the its left side. So like it all splashed out onto the window screen, and he's reaching back and he's just like wham, shoving his fist into the windshield. And I just shatter that windshield. I go right through it like it wasn't even there. Shatter that windshield. Who am I grabbing? I need an odd or even. Even, I'm hitting James. I'm grabbing up. I'm like clawing at James. I can't get to you, but I'm like, I haven't grabbed you, but I can. Like next round.
Cool. Baseball bat. Shove it up its nose. Through the hole.
Gonna give it like a jab. Nice.
Yeah. Ooh.
Nice.
That's 17 on the die. Plus 2 is 19.
Nice. That'll hit it. Yeah. Mark, are you trying to do another driving roll? Because now it's only got one hand on. You might be able to get another roll. Try to knock it off. It's only got like one hand on the hood and the other one in the car. So if you want to try another driving roll, Mark, as well. But yeah, go ahead, Biff, roll your damage.
It's another 6.
Another 6. So yeah, Biff, kind of like Mark, what'd you do on your driving roll?
I got a 14.
14, excellent. So yeah, so his eyes kind of glaze over as like some of its gray matter gets splattered out onto the windshield of the car. And damn it, there's no windshield washer fluid. It's just kind of just streaks across.
I use the bat to remove the impenetrable darkness of whatever the heck is on the windshield.
the gray.
I still don't know what it is.
But yeah, so yeah, you like its eyes glaze over and stuff like that as the gray matter again comes out. And Mark, basically, you hit the brakes real quick and it flies off the hood. So yeah, it just rolls off onto the ground. Now what are we doing?
Yeah, I'm like, where am I going, guys? Where am I going? Whose
So
house?
you're just
am I
driving
going to?
down streets. Yeah, you
I'm
just
on
drive.
a third floor apartment. I don't think that's helpful.
I probably come from a gated community.
Oh well, yeah. Biff does have.
I'm not saying that's a good choice. I'm just saying that's probably where I come from.
I've got guns and stuff at my house.
That probably sounds better.
I'd say let's go to Mark's place.
Go to Mark's place. Does that sound good? Junior's not feeling so good. Junior's like breathing really, really shallow in the back seat there with you, Bill. He's not doing well at all. Like he's like
Do some medical. Give him liquor.
Yeah, here. I pull out a flask. Here, Junior, have a little shot.
Have a shot. So yeah, you give him like a drink, and like whatever he tried to give you to drink, and you've drinking before. I mean, it tastes like he's trying to pour battery acid down your throat. You just like cough it all up. You're not having none of it.
It's gonna get in my chest wound.
Yeah, and it all starts stinging and stuff in your chest wound. Yeah.
I'm like looking in the rearview mirror. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with Junior?
Junior's not doing well. He
His
just got
eyes
scratched.
going all milky.
It's kinda. You're not sure if he's
Is he
dehydrated
looking
or
all
not.
Hey, hey, Junior, look the other way. I can't get sick. I got a game tomorrow night. It's Monday, you know?
Can't cut that out. But yeah, he's breathing really shallowly. Really, he's like,
Mark, you might want to pull over.
Yeah,
He's gonna
it's-
get sick.
Pull over his ass. I'm not,
you're driving. Yeah, you're driving.
Yeah.
It's
like,
it take
I don't think so.
it
We're
takes
going
you like
down.
it takes you like 10 minutes to get to your house from this Kroger. I mean, it's a small town, but
Yeah.
you're like going through like stopped cars and stuff like that. Of course, all of the traffic lights are like flashing, but there's nobody in the traffic lanes anyway. So you're just busting ass through them and stuff like that. All of a sudden,
Did anybody see what happened to those 3 people that were running at us?
like the one came off the hood of the car. The other two you outsped. You drove away from. The other ones you drove away from. Yeah.
I got confused.
Yeah. The lead one jumped on the hood of the car, and the other two you just got past. As with Mark's driving role, you figured out how to turn the.
But I'll
I'll
also
look
just,
behind us.
You're like- you're-
saw Eric comment
the
in the
two-
chat, and I just want to say, Eric, he said there was a spoiler on the back. We all know that makes cars go faster. So
It does. Not that it's not enough scooted down enough with like 4 grown adults in the car.
Yeah.
In a Honda Accord.
Let's put it to you this way: every time there's unevenness in the road, we shave a little bit tar off. Let's just say that.
I swear. Yeah, and I'm telling on my son's partner a little bit here. I have a Honda Accord. It's a 2-door. It gets me where I'm going. I don't care. I will drive it until the wheels fall off of it. It's about 20 years old. I don't care. Drives fine. It's Honda. They won't die. And but I was picking up my son's partner one time, and my son was in the front, and he gets out to let him in the back, and his partner like can't figure out how to get in the back seat. He doesn't know that you push the door, the chair forward, the seat forward. He's like, how do you get in? I'm like, through the trunk. in typical dad fashion. But no, I was like, oh my God, they don't know how a 2-door car works. So I'm like, all right. So yeah, you're about 5 minutes from the house, Mark. And all of a sudden, Junior stops breathing.
Okay,
Junior.
he's dead, Mark.
He's dead. Yeah, you're muted.
You're
Mark.
muted.
He's like,
what?
Yeah, he's dead.
and now, like death rattle, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Shit. I look around in the mirrors. Do I see like people shamblers around?
Nothing like that. No.
No. I stop the car.
You stop the car. Okay. Stop the car. Pull it up. Everybody's getting out, I assume.
Yeah,
Wow,
I'm
I
gonna-
can't
Yeah,
get
I
out.
get out.
I'm
Yeah.
trapped in the
Turn
back
car
with
off.
him.
You're like, so yeah, Bill, like literally, like you're trying to get out of the car, and like,
Just get him out. Get him out. Okay.
yeah,
Just
get right,
pull
get
him
out,
out.
get out,
Just pull
get
him
out.
out.
I'm
So
out.
you're-
I'm out. I'm waiting on you to get out.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're getting out, Bill. You're getting out, and like something, like Junior, like grabs like the back of your belt and tries to pull you back into the car.
Okay. And the thumb on the hammer under the armpit.
No look.
just flailing,
I'm just
Uh,
gonna go,
no, he's got the
ears,
gun.
bam.
blam. Oh, so yeah, okay, blam. So just blam.
No
Nice.
look. Yeah.
357.
Powder burns
in
be
the instant.
damned.
Blam. That's gonna be loud as fuck. But so yeah, shoot. Roll me a d20. Add your ranged weapon and your dex bonus.
That is 12.
12. That will hit. Let me look up real quick the damage of a big honking ass 357. under equipment here. Give me just a moment.
So that's revolver says 2d6 plus 1.
That sounds right. Yeah, 2d6 plus 1. Thank you, Chris.
That is 10.
10. That's going to do it. So like, blam. But not only like, does Junior's head explode, but like from the blast, like the back glass just shatters from the 357 discharging in here. you're going to be deaf for like the next round or two.
We cannot have nice things.
Exactly.
I warned them. I said ears.
and
I got out. I wasn't even in there.
Yeah. Bill's like the only one that can't hear. Like everybody's talking, and all he hears doo.
Yep.
Little Archer reference there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So that's that. So sorry, Junior. We barely knew you. that's how fast it turns here in Survive the Zombies.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and start rolling up another character if you like, and be able to join us for next game. But we will go ahead and kick you up to level 2. It'll be an experienced person, so we can do that for the next game. So actually, you can roll up somebody, maybe somebody that you just kind of run across going towards the house,
or my neighbor.
Your neighbor or something like that.
Mark's mom.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I prefer the serial killer hitchhiker, but whatever you choose.
You know what? It could be the survivalist that has remarkably the same abilities and skills as Junior. It's the survivalist guy that lives across the street from Mark. He does the hiking and tracking and stuff like that, like the Iron Man endurance challenges. Yeah, but we'll do that.
Yeah.
What's his name from Tremors?
Exactly. Oh man, yeah. The guy who played Remo Williams. I'm forgetting his name. But he just didn't he just pass the?
Yeah, he did, but I wasn't referring to him. I was
you're
referring to
thinking
the guy who was married to Reba.
Oh, Michael Gross. From Family Ties.
His survival character.
Yeah. So that could be interesting. So are we getting back in? Are we pulling Junior out of the car and getting back in the car? Or what are we doing?
Yeah, Junior. We recreate a scene from Pulp Fiction.
Whose ass is on brain detail?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's exactly what happened. But the whole back of the glass is just shut.
Yeah.
I turned to Bill. I'm like, "We're still on a hunting trip, man. You killed it. You clean it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is dark. It's dark, Bill.
Is there a
Bill.
chart back there?
This is what's wrong with our kids today.
We'll make it really quick. Like we see the underside of the bottom of the Accord, like Junior gets tossed out into the street like that, and then the car sinks down a little bit from the three guys getting into it, and you guys just peel off, just leave Junior out in the street. Don't bury him or nothing. We ain't got time for this stuff. It's just
and I'm sure Mark takes his wallet so he doesn't get robbed.
Exactly.
I'm like ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Like take his wallet, and get in the car.
You did. That motherfucker had $60 on it. He made me buy him a candy bar at the last quick.
Yeah.
That rat bastard.
You think you know a guy?
Fuck you, man.
Yeah.
He's made me buy him a candy bar. What the hell? Rat bastard.
Yeah.
He had it coming. Junior, he had it coming.
Yeah.
But so anyway, we're again less than 5 minutes from the house now. You're pulling in through your little suburban kind of area. We'll say it's kind of like condos. It's what you would have because you have money illegally, but you have money, so you're blowing it all on a condo because you're stupid. Your
Yes.
wisdom is like
Yeah.
8 or something, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're blowing it on a condo. So you're going through like all these little condos, all these houses that look exactly the same, and yeah, there is like a woman that like literally just like runs right across the street, half naked, just running across the street, and there's like 5 of those runners going right after her. Just like just like runs right across the street from you
I
as you're
stopped for him.
driving in.
I stopped for him like if a tail of baby ducks was crossing the street. And I let him go, and then I
Yeah,
pursued.
exactly. They just and you're like, Bill's like, aren't we going to?
Yeah.
Wasn't that Jody's mom?
I think it was Johnny's mom. It's Stacy's mom. She's got it going on.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Not for long.
No. She's about to get real ugly real quick. But so yeah, you're pulling into the carport, and yeah, like on the second level of like the condos, you see Chris's new character. What's the new character's name, Chris?
I'm not sure yet. I think it'd be funny. Mark's ex-wife knows he has guns at his house, so she goes up looking to raid his apartment.
Oh shit!
Oh, perfect.
Great.
Perfect.
And
So
rub
Mark-
it in. Shoot for expectant mother.
Damn.
3 months along. 3 months along.
Okay, here comes Barbara Sikorsky.
That's exactly the name I was thinking of, like Barb. Yeah, let's go
They're
with Barb.
coming to get you, Bob, bro.
Barb Sikorsky. So yeah, so like your front door's open and you see like her keys in like the lock. You're like,
I'm like, I changed those locks. My wisdom may be a 9, but that's just what you do.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You haven't gotten around to it yet. Like the locks are sitting on like the table inside.
Oh man.
Yeah, you've been busy
I never
counting your
had a
drug money.
problem with Barb.
Barb and I are fine. And so yeah, you're hearing like some ruffling and rustling upstairs, up in your bedroom where you have like your gun safe in the closet.
Oh shit! So I see her first, or I don't, or I
You
hear
hear-
something when I go in the
You hear, you
apartment.
see the keys in the door, but you hear like something upstairs, like rummaging around.
Do I
upstairs.
recognize it's her keys?
Yeah, you recognize.
I'm like, it's Barb. It's Barb, guys.
It's her
She's in
keys.
here.
Oh,
What?
I pull the keys out and I go in
I
with
haven't
my
seen Barb in a while.
with my pistol. I'm like, thoughts running through my head, like, the alimony payments could stop right now. I mean,
nice.
uh,
soon to be child support payments. So yeah,
yeah,
She
uh,
liked Sex on the Beach, didn't she?
yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I'll mix up a couple of those.
So I go in, I shut the door behind me, and
lock the
And
door.
Yeah, I hang with Bill because following a man into his bedroom where his wife
Yeah.
is just you don't do that.
I move.
Mark,
move
do you want
tactically.
Sex on the Beach too?
Never mind. I was gonna move tactically back to the bathroom
Hey,
and be,
Barb.
or bedroom and be sneaky about it, but Bill's
Barb's
like,
like,
"Hey, you
Barb-
guys wanna take us some drinks?"
Barb's like, Bill, is that you? You hear Barb from upstairs, Bill. Yeah, she's like, Bill, is that you? Do you answer, Bill? Or is it like real quiet?
What? Oh, she's yelling at me?
Yeah, she says, Bill, is that you? You're the only one talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want Sex on the Beach?
Well, Chris, do you?
Yeah.
You get a double.
Sure.
I
That
double?
sounds- Yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're playing Barb now, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She-
And, how about you, Biff? I know you're still in high school, but you might as well start young, right? Sex on the Beach?
Biff,
Biff?
I'm like,
Biff, did we lose you? James.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have sex on the beach,
Okay, sounds good.
and I'll take either one because I am guessing I'm like 17. You know.
Exactly. So
So
yeah,
it's the refrigerator's working.
it's
Hey,
working.
Barb, the
Yeah,
refrigerator's working.
I don't know. I didn't check the refrigerator. I check it. Is his combination still 38,
You
26, 38? Is it
What?
still my
Of course, he
measurements?
never changes anything.
Is it still my measurements?
Oh.
She's 38, 28, 38. She's a shorty, so it's like blam. Nice.
Nah, sex on the beach isn't gonna work. It looks like the orange juice spoiled.
Oh yeah. So yeah, there's no lights working in the house. There's no power. So yeah, we've
Right.
established there's no power, but it is still daylight, plenty of daylight coming in through the windows. So you're up on the ground, up on the upper floor now, Mark, and yeah, you're looking at the back of Barb, and I assume you're trying to unlock the gun safe, Barb. Is that right?
Yeah.
There's no roll. You just confirmed the
Stats
yeah.
right now.
yeah. You just confirmed the combination with Bill. So you're just dialing it in. Mark, what are you doing?
I go in there with Barb, and I'm like, "Where's your sister?" My head canon is you moved in with your sister after we.
Okay, that makes sense.
We were shopping at the mall, and she didn't make it.
Damn.
Her sister was fine too.
Yeah.
She was like choice two, right?
Yeah.
It's
It's always the way.
always the way, right? You actually get along better with her now than you ever did with Barb, but yeah, or did.
All right.
So,
Well,
that ship has sailed.
we lost Junior on the way here. He got scratched, and then he died in the car and came back.
Yeah. Someone,
So it
you can go. You go.
Yeah, so I'm kind of jumping in to your body to kind of tell them what happened, Barb. So it's kind of be NPC PC for a second. Sorry. So basically, what happened is what you're like if you Marcus, I'm sure asking what happened, how did this happen? Like Friday night, everybody was waiting at like the school for the bus to come back in town, from the game, and have like a big big celebration as they got off the bus. The pep band and everything like that was going to be there and stuff like that. And yeah, the bus came in and like tore as it was pulling into the school, like it tore up like several sections of the well, like the power lines, like the poles, smacked like several sections of the poles as it came in and just kind of fell over on its side as it was smacking those poles and hit the parking lot of the high school. So it came like slid in the parking lot on its side, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, what happened? What happened?" Like what's going on? Trying to get the kids out, and as they were getting the kids out, trying to go and get the kids out, like the windows and stuff were getting smashed from the inside out, and the things that were coming out of the bus were not the kids anymore. They were the things, and they just started running through the crowds and just started, attacking and savaging everyone. And they just like spread like wildfire throughout the town. And like some of the parts of the town has power still, some doesn't. Like you assume somebody somewhere or somehow knocked out the cell phone tower because again, no cell phones are working. Uh, you know, it's kind of pandemonium throughout the place.
Now you said it was a homecoming game, so I do have one burning question, and
Yeah.
and although my character would not know at this point, but did the homecoming queen have a gun?
No. Yeah, it was. We'll say it was like your rival's homecoming game because you had to go. They had to go. It was like your rival's big your homecoming game. So yeah. So they were. Your team was coming back, and yeah, that's when it happened, and that's basically what started it all. like a bus load full of teenagers and a driver, just started running rampant throughout town and infecting those, and just turned into more of a ripple. Police had come in, but they weren't able to help. They just got infected as well, started spreading throughout the place. And you Barb, you've been hiding. Uh, you guys were attacked the next day. You didn't really know what was going on. You guys got attacked the next day doing the shopping, like on the Saturday, and your sister got killed during the attack, and you basically found a place to hide, wait for them to get past, and you waited through the night, and you decided, everything was quiet again. Now it's time to, like, where guns are at. Mark's got all the guns, so you decided to go there, and now you guys are together. You got your body back. The NPC has turned PC again.
I'm like, wow.
Ready Player One.
Exactly.
Well, so are these things everywhere?
They spread through the town pretty quick. Yeah.
What about the police or the military or?
Nobody's been able to make any contact with them. Like, the police come in and they got overrun really quick. Nobody's been able to, like, call in the National Guard because, again, nobody's able to call out anywhere. For some, the telephone lines are down, and then again, somebody somewhere, you don't know if it was because of the bus or not, but like the cell phone tower is out. So, like, local coverage throughout this area is down.
So, guys, hear me out. Maybe we should just supply up and go back where we came from, back to the hunting lease, back to the lake, to the cabin. I mean, there's not going to be people out there. Supplies,
Isolated.
hunting, fishing, food.
Not a bad play. Not a bad idea. I mean,
Sounds
it is
good to me.
isolated. Yeah.
Well, that's the next question. Does it have a phone out there?
Does it have a phone? No.
No.
Why do you need a
It's a
phone?
cabin. It's a cabin. You don't need a
Yeah.
phone. Yeah.
Apparently for the National Guard. You just said the National Guard. Why don't we just drive to the National Guard? Let's say 2-3 towns over.
there is a National Guard, like the next town over. Yeah. About 20 miles down the road.
But more importantly, Mark, do you still have those big boxes of vodka from Costco down in the basement?
The big gallon jug ones. It's a condo. He doesn't have a basement. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. It's like
You don't have a basement?
It's like the pantry. Yeah, it's like a pantry.
Condos have basements. It's just little cages that's, you put
Yeah.
your padlock on.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, are you getting, like, all your guns? Are you, like, talking to them downstairs? We assume you.
Oh
got your
yeah,
guns?
I'm getting like zip up duffel bags,
Kit bags. Kit bags.
Rick Grimes style,
Yeah.
duffel bag, and like putting long guns in them and ammo, and not a ridiculous number either. Maybe like I've probably got like
A couple shotguns, couple rifles.
Yeah, 4 or
Yeah.
5 guns, maybe a few extra handguns. Nothing
Yeah.
big either, mostly just small.
Yeah. Like other
Stuff.
Glocks, stuff like that.
Yeah, and then an assortment of ammo.
Okay. Just put them in big kit bags. So Barb's helping you with that, like you carrying them downstairs.
I do get my bulletproof vest though.
Oh, nice. So you do get your flak vest. That does give you like a +2 strapped up.
To my AC.
+2 to your AC's bulletproof vest. I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay.
I have to verify. But
Oh, I've got that section up in the book here. Looks like a
+3.
bulletproof vest is +3.
+3, yeah. So now you have +3. Nice. Barb's like, oh, you're wearing it. Fine. Fucking fine. Whatever. Whatever.
Well, I don't.
Don't protect your child. That's okay. Oh my God, it's like that. She just tosses the guns downstairs.
Yeah. I'm with the sex on the beach, and I'm like,
Yeah. all of a sudden, all of a sudden, yeah, it's like really weird Kool-Aid, Biff. It's really weird. It's really weird Kool-Aid.
It's like hot
Yeah.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah. So Mark and Barb are like bickering, and like all of a sudden, Bill's looking down the bottom of his cup like there's something down there. I'm not engaging. But, I'm sorry,
It's
Chris.
the
I keep
emptiness of
jumping
my
into your
soul.
character.
No, you're I'm still making my sheet with all my stuff on it, so you're
Nice.
totally fine.
I get
Nice.
like a. Well, how long does it? I go to the fridge. Is it still cold inside the fridge, or is the power been
It's
out
still
for like a
cold.
week?
No. It's been like 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Well, then I
it's still
get
cold
like
inside the
a
fridge.
ice chest. I get whatever ice is in the freezer out.
Okay.
And put it in there, and then I take whatever food I can put in there.
All
It's
right.
not stupid stuff, you know.
All your canned foods and
Yeah.
like noodles.
And I can
and
put
stuff.
those in a bag and put whatever cold stuff in the, you know.
So you're in the middle of doing that, and like everybody else is standing around, like, like we grab some extra clothes.
I'm getting the V8. I'm getting the tomato juice, and
Don't
coming
get the
out with
horseradish.
the big bottle of vodka and stuff like that.
While everybody's
So-
doing that, I
the
grab the
Hennessy.
I grab the small round table in the little dining nook area, and I slide it loudly
Nice.
across the floor to right in front of the sink under a air conditioning vent, and I climb up on top of it and pull the vent down and pull out like 2 stacks of cash. And I throw those in a bag.
like a 10K brick, like
Yeah.
about 10K brick. Of course, it's 2 10K bricks. You're like,
I thought we were going to the cabin. Are we stopping by Costco?
I don't think it's open.
Hey,
So
you
you guys
never
are
know
doing,
what kind of Goodwill cash could buy us.
yeah. So you're grabbing all that stuff together, and they're helping you pack and stuff like that. And you're like in like the little kitchen area that opens into like the living room kind of a deal, because it's condos. They're like tiny ass little apartments that we charge you 120,000 for. But some like Section 8 housing is actually a little slightly larger, just not as nice. But yeah, there's like this sliding glass door, in the living room area that kind of goes out towards the back, where you got like a little grill and stuff like that. All of a sudden, like smack up against the glass is half naked big titty girl. Because it's not a zombie movie unless we have some TNA in this. So yeah, she just smacks right up against the glass. She's like, help, 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 scream. Like big brunette, curly hair. Her boobs are all smashed up against the glass.
Does she have blood on her?
She does have blood on her.
Oh, sorry, baby.
Like smeared like on her arms. She's wearing like a cut off t-shirt and like panties. Yeah, so yeah, it's like completely rocking bod, and like, but yeah, she's like smacking, help me, help me, help me. And you guys are like looking, and Barb's like going towards the door to unhook the lock and slide the door and let her in, and all of a sudden, bam! Like something comes up behind her and just shoves her right through the glass and just smashes the glass, and there's like one of those guys, those that was running, you seen running behind her, like he is on top of her, like like tear assing into her neck.
Eyeball bat his head like it's a par 4.
Nice. So you're the first to speak up. You're the first to attack. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it didn't happen. I whiffed it.
Whiffed. So like you slipped in some of the glass and fell. All right. It wasn't like
I didn't say I rolled a 1.
Okay. I was gonna say, did you roll 1? So yeah, you just miffed. He moved at the wrong time, and yeah, you whiffed. So yeah, everybody else, what are we doing? Barb.
I'm gonna jump behind the couch, just get away from it.
Okay, makes sense. So you were like right in front of the door. You bolted us away, jump behind the couch. Okay, fair enough.
I'm gonna let one loose into his nugget.
Okay.
See what we can do.
You did see the head hits were working.
Yeah.
So yeah. All
That's
right.
a 13.
13 will hit. I do believe it hits these guys. Let me double check. Because we have different types of zombies with different armor classes.
Are these Iggy Pops?
Yeah, the sprinter types. Yeah, they all look like Iggy Pop. If we're playing like a video game where they all look the same, yeah, these all look like Iggy Pop. But yeah, they're one thing that they can do is like
Now I can't get his
run.
train spotting video out of my head. God damn
Nice,
you.
nice, nice. You hit armor class what?
13.
You hit it. Yeah, you hit it. You just hit it. So go for it.
And that is 2d6 damage.
Plus 1.
No, just 2d6 for an automatic.
Oh.
Don't think it's plus 1.
For a, yeah,
Get the
for a
plus 1 for the
semi-automatic.
revolver. Slightly heavier load.
6 damage.
6 damage. So like, boom, you hit like in the neck, not in the head, but you like most of his neck is blown away. Of course, she's like, you know, the girl underneath is like, ugh.
The rate of fire is 2 on this. What does that mean? Does that mean I get
It
to
means
take
you
a
can
second
shoot
shot right
twice.
away?
You can take a shot. Yeah, second shot.
All right. Oh, I miss.
Pow. So pow. One hits the neck, one hits the carpet. Bill, what are you doing?
I'm laughing at Mark.
Dude, he's 8 feet away. You need to spend more time on the range, dude.
Do I have a car? I've seen my car is here, right?
Your car is here.
What kind of car do I have?
What kind of car do you have? You tell me.
I'm thinking a Jeep. I'm thinking a Jeep Wrangler. The
Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah, like
The open back ones.
No, like a newer. Well, with the ones that have a little
The 4-door with the
little
with
small
the miniature
pickup truck bed on the back of it.
Oh
whatever that's
yeah,
called. The
yeah,
Renegade,
yeah.
I think it's called.
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah,
They're about 40 grand. Again,
Yeah.
something out of my. I can't buy like right now.
it could hold all of us plus some stuff, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you throw. So that's good. So are we trying to take this thing down?
Yeah.
Bill's laughing.
I'm laughing at Mark, and then I'll pull my 357 from my shoulder holster. I'll see if I can go for a twofer.
Nice. Double tap. Exactly.
Quick question? Is there an initiative system in?
There is. I'm just kind of just like
Winging
going
it.
around. Yeah. Because
Cool.
it's very This was kind of like a surprise, spontaneous thing. Like whoever kind of speaks can kind of go around.
That would be an 18.
18 to hit. Yeah. Very well. Nice. So it's 2d6 plus 1.
That would be 9.
9. So yeah, the brains just kind of splatter all across the carpet, and you're like, "Shit! I just laid that down. I just had that installed. It's a nice Berber carpet, you know. Fuck. But, so yeah, so that.
Did I get the angle on it right that I could take her out too?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's like on top of her still, and just kind of he was off to the side, like chewing into her neck, neck or shoulder kind of area. So blam, down he goes. It's really weird because like you guys are like looking, and like, is it dead? Is it dead? Is it dead? And then the girl, like her hands start to move, like crunch up. Bam! Bam! Barbara's like, eep!
All right, that's a 14.
14 will hit.
And this is a different number finally. Yay, 3.
3 with your bonuses.
Yeah.
So
I
like
rolled a 1 on the damage die.
So it's like a glancing hit. You know, you hit him and she's just kind of shaking her head. It's not enough to like cave her head in.
I'm gonna curb stop her too.
She's trying to push, run her zombie off of her, but she can't get up yet. She's flat on the ground. So everybody basically gets like a free attack.
It's a 14.
14 will hit.
For 2.
So are you just trying to like just kick her basically?
I'm doing the old heel stop. I'm curb stomping her.
Yeah. Can't get the angle in here. It's too tight in here in the living room.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I beat up somebody on the street.
Barb, are you still behind the couch?
I'm gonna get out. I've got a purse full of batteries. Try and whack it in the head.
Nice. Why we have a first full of batteries?
That's it.
They're all D cells, baby. D cells. you're muted, Mark.
Mark knows why she's got all those batteries in her. That was part of the problem.
As we just hit the 9 o'clock spot, otherwise known as the kids go to the bedroom time. Back at my house. That's perfect. Oh my god. Extra survival point to you, Mark. That was well done. That was well done. So Barb, take a swing. See what she can do. Oh my god.
And she's a swinger on top of it.
Holy!
It's amazing.
All right, I got an 11 to hit. With
11 misses, like you're hitting the other one, the one that's already dead.
So
11.
I rolled a modified 20.
All right, a modified 20, not a critical hit, but a
Right.
modified 20. Excellent. So yeah, roll your damage.
8.
8. Yeah, so that splatters your head, and that'll do the trick. So yeah, so those two are done. Now you're hearing like some scuffling and scurrying
Yeah.
around
I'm like,
in
let's
the back.
get the fuck out of here. And like, I grab the bag and the
Grab the bag. Everybody grabs a bag, the stuff, either food or weapons,
Yeah.
and gets the hell out of. So you basically go. You guys know the house. You've been here plenty of times. You like go through the little doorway through the kitchen, and that goes into the garage. And there's like the Jeep Comanche in there in the garage. You got the keys. You get in the car. Everybody piles in. Some of you in the back seats, and some of you in the back. We'll say
Shotgun.
Shotgun's Biff's such a douche. He's the one that screams shotgun, and everybody's like,
I'm Shotgun Buckner, quarterback.
Shotgun Buckner. Oh my god! Apparently, ain't shotgunning the.
My
Sex on the
game
Beach
is
too much.
football. I'm using a baseball bat. You cannot expect miracles.
Exactly. Exactly. So, what are we doing? Are we doing the dramatic, just like backing out of the garage? Are we going to wait to turn the garage door open on? Are we just driving through it? What are we doing?
Oh, I opened the garage door for sure, and
So everybody,
Yeah.
And yeah, as soon as it gets up to like where you can see, out the back mirror, there are two shamblers just kind of.
so I go like this. I reach up, I push the garage door button as the door's coming up, and I see the pairs of legs
Yeah.
behind us in the rearview mirror. I reach down and push the 4x4 button, put it in reverse, just gun it. I turn off traction control. Just burn those tires out.
On the slick ass concrete of the
Yeah.
garage. You guys are smelling burning rubber in the garage. It finally catches and like crashes out the bottom half of the garage door. Yeah, you just make me your driving roll. See if
Okay.
see if you hit both of them coming out of here.
13.
13 will hit the shamblers. So yeah, you nail both of them coming out. You're like blam blam, just run them both down. Dump dump.
She's got a smooth ride.
So you backed out into the street, and yeah, you just flatten these two zombies. They're just like laid out in the street, like one's like arm still twitching a little bit like this, like that.
I turn to Mark and Mrs. Skorkowski, and I'm like, I'm sorry about your upcoming divorce and what happened to your condo that you're probably going to sell and divide amongst you, but I think your property values are going to go down too.
I mean, gonna have to redo the carpets, the back windows smashed, the back sliding door windows smashed, the garage door's all fucked up.
Yeah.
It's all hanging out there, like the tin is like hanging out in the breeze, just kind of doing this.
The dead lady in the kitchen.
Dead
Iggy
lady in
Pop.
the kitchen. An Iggy Pop. Nice. so, but that's what I imagine is like long, lean, stringy looking, zombies like that are always bare chested and jeans.
Matt, you could not have picked a more evocative reference for a zombie. I mean, I'm there. I'm there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, put you right in there.
Iggy Pop as a zombie, and all you can hear is lust for life. I mean, it's awesome.
Exactly. All you need to do. That's all you need, especially for the sprinters, because again, they're long and lean, kind of stuff like that. So you're peel assing out of the neighborhood, and you're making your way towards the back towards the cabin.
No,
and
we're going to the. I thought we were going to the National Guard.
National Guard. So we're going to National Guard.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we're going to the National Guard. Okay, and that's where we're going to stop this session. Next session, we'll arrive at the National Guard, and go from there. Now, if you do have the book, you can go ahead and pick your next class that you want to be, and go ahead and advance that level into your next class. Chris, if you don't have it, let us know. We can get it to you.
I've got it. I bought it today.
I mean,
You're welcome, Eric.
Chris Walker. You can, because it's skill level 2, you can get that. You can get it off Drive-Thru RPG, no sweat. Or even just kind of talk to Eric, because we're running the game from. Hey, can you just slide me that PDF? He'll do it. We'll do it. But
the PDF and the book coming in the mail. So
okay, nice.
Good deal.
So that's where we're going to stop for tonight. And the next time we're trying to reach the National Guard depot and figure out what the hell happened. Like you're playing the radio. Let me stop for real quick. Like you're playing the radio, and it's like a National Weather Service kind of like alerts going on. It's really weird. It just keeps making the squawking noises and stuff like that, and that's basically where we're at when we stop. It's like the weird alert kind of signals coming on over the radio, and then we'll pick back up like you're on the road. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Excellent. It's a
Awesome.
fun little.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah.
It's fun little kind of throw everybody into it. I don't care where your backgrounds are yet. It doesn't matter. We're just here and we're into it. But it does kind of help flesh it out as you play on through the character like we've established. Mark and Bill are cops, Biff's an athlete, Barb maybe a survivalist, something like that. We're not sure yet. But yeah, we can we'll play it on out. But we'll stop this and we'll have some discussion off the cam about next game and stuff like that. But otherwise, thank you guys for watching and thank you guys for playing. We enjoyed having you as we run through these Survive This series from Bloat Games, starting off with Survive This Zombies. Thank you guys again, and we will talk to you.